What's up, guys? It's Ludicrous Potato here, and I'm going to be playing some Armored Warfare. I've not seen a lot of YouTubers actually do this game like as their main for the channel. You got people doing world tanks, you got people doing all these other things, War Thunder, all this stuff. But everybody leaves out Armored Warfare, and they sort of just push it off to the side. I happen to love this game, and I happen to think it's probably the best one out of all of them. The graphics are amazing. It's using the CryEngine. It's just got a lot going for it, and I want to show that to everybody. I want a good YouTuber to show that to everybody. I hope I'm that YouTuber. So, as my crew goes, I'm using Juan Carlos Miramon. I know a lot of people are going to say he's not the best, but I and a lot of other people think that he's the best commander for any MBT artillery. Not tank destroyers specifically, or light tanks, or APCs, but definitely main battle tanks and artillery, Juan Carlos, all the way. I mean, I'm going to be using the Chieftain. It's a Western European MBT, so you only get two real choices. 120mm L23, armor piercing, fin stabilized, discarding Sabo rounds, love Sabos. And of course, because the British love their Hesh so much, you get some of that 120mm L31 Hesh in there. I'm only running 3 rounds of it because I rely on my Sabo so much. And I mean, you're not really going to run into too much that you're going to have to use that Hesh on anyway. As my consumables go, I'm using spare parts because I want to get that the repair speed up. I'm not necessarily repairing my damaged components. If I was playing a lot more PvP, which is hard to do on the American server, then I'd be running a repair kit instead of spare parts. But I'm not doing that, so I'm going to run spare parts because PvE. I'm running protein bars, non-energy drinks, because energy drinks get a little expensive after a while, even if you're playing on hard. Engine oil, because this thing takes about 1,000,000 years to get up and go, so I decided, okay, engine oil, I'm going to run as many ways to get this thing up to full power as I possibly can. And of course, mid-tier field maintenance kit. I'm not going to do the rebuild because it's, again, really expensive for the tier that it's at. I'm running intercom systems Mark 1. I am not fully upgraded on the Chieftain yet, so I have to run this. Internal hull reinforcement Mark 2. I did get this from the was it the Sheridan? I did get it from the Sheridan. Great modification, adds hit points to your vehicle. I mean, I've got this thing up to 2,080 hit points in a tier 5. I think that's pretty good. That's tier 6 level of hit points base, which is really nice to have. Tier 6 hit points at tier 5, especially when you're playing a little PvE and you're trying to stay alive a little bit longer, definitely helps, especially with the armor on this tank. Improved spall liner, again, because the hull hit points and the crew saves help so much. I've actually had my driver knocked out in this thing. Someone going through my upper glacis. Mind you, it was at a really weird angle, so I don't know. And then I'm running gyroscopic stabilizers because I want to get that rate of fire and the aim time up as far as I possibly can. Alright, so I say let's take it into a PvE match and see what it comes out to. Alright guys, I'm back. Now, this is what I mean. When you're playing on hard, you get a lot of tier 7s, you get a lot of tier 6s in here, which means you're going to be facing a lot harder enemies. So having that extra hit points definitely helps. I definitely recommend it in the Chieftain, especially because it does not have any composite armor, and that's huge. The only composite you get is a small amount of applique armor on the front of your turret. That's about as much as you're going to get. So, and me, the Chieftain Mark 5, as Eagle 184. If you guys see me in a PvP match, you see Eagle 1804, it's almost certainly me. So definitely say hi, do whatever. So we are here on quarterback on hard difficulty. So this should be very interesting.
Welcome to the desert, Black Company. The PLM sprung a surprise attack on us and took over the
I'm going to try to do as much live
back.
gameplay as I can. As you can see, I have the board on, so
otherwise the PLM will control oil prices for the entire region.
Some. If you send in replays to me, I'll play them. I'll play them and I'll comment. I mean, definitely. That would be, if I do get enough videos at some point to where I have the capability to do replays, I'm going to do replays. It's definitely one of my goals.
Looks
see
like
what
the
kind of
PLM
crazy
had a
games you
backup
guys
plan
are
to
having.
escape with supplies.
And for
If you
you
take
who
them all
really
out, I'll
appreciate
throw in a
this
bonus.
game as much as I do. So there's another Chieftain Mark V, and the big downside to this Chieftain, and I tried doing another video before, I'm gonna admit it to you guys, I forgot to record the audio, but I'm remedying that with this one hopefully. The one thing this thing does have is extremely good gun depression. I mean, from playing with tanks, I can tell you that the challenger there. The British tanks just tend to have really good gun depression and accuracy and handling, and that actually transfers over into armored warfare pretty well here. I did take a non-penetrating hit from some tank over here. That's the guy that we just killed. There we go, that's the guy that almost certainly shot at me. Am I gonna be able to hit a weak spot? Yes, there we go. I overmatched him going through his engine. That's different. That's very interesting. Alright, I hit his ERA plate, but I still managed to penetrate a T90 MS. That's crazy. So, maybe you liked about what I was saying before about the penetration is pretty garbage on this tank. I mean, it's usable for PvE, but the moment you get into PvP, you see guys in Leopard 2 AVs with perforated steel composite on top. It can be an absolute pain to get through those guys. The alpha damage is also low. The reload rate is not as much as a Leopard. It's actually about as much, exactly. And I have some upgrades to Leopard as well. So there's a Leopard 2 right there, and I was barely able to penetrate him. So this is a good show of what, like I said there, ricochet. Module destroyed, but still, it's a ricochet. And we're getting a shot for the Stingray. The big downside to the Western European tanks, in my opinion, is the fact that they lack heat rounds. And lack of heat rounds in PvE is a big downside. Lightly armored, light tugglers, things like that, that you could really be using your heat very effectively on, and you just don't have access to it. So that can be a problem for a lot of people, especially people who are driving things like Russian MBTs, things like that. They're going to have a serious problem transferring over to the Western Europeans. Thankfully, I came over from the Leopards, and the Leopards, you're not relying as much on your heat rounds as you are at something like this Russian MBTs. So I'm going to quick rush up here in the middle. This is definitely not what I recommend, but I want to get some early spots off, and I want to get some early damage, because being under-tiered, I'm actually doing a sizable amount of damage. I'm comparable to a couple of the other... Okay, they're going to get the secondary. I'm comparable to a couple of the other guys, and I actually haven't taken as many hits, which means that I'm not in front, which is exactly where I should be, under-tiered like this. If you guys want to see some PvP, I will definitely try to get that done. But you have to realize that finding PvP matches on the American server is nearly impossible. So it may take me a little bit. I may go to the Russian or European server and see if I can do anything there. There we go. Quick wingman. I've been getting those like days out here. I only have 2 kills, which means that all that damage I've been doing has been wingmanned. And I hit a fuel tank. Logic! Get some quick damage into that guy. Alright, now I'm gonna actually act like an MBT here and rush in to the cap, near the cap at least, and do some damage. Alright, I'm spotted, which means I'm either spotted by the guys inside, or we got an APC out here. I'm unspotted now, which tells me that they're inside, they're spotting me, there's no APCs or any other kind of MBTs out here. Which is very nice to know. That I can focus all of my attention and all of my energy up here in the main section, where quarterback really begins. Yeah, I forgot the name of the operation there, guys. Sorry. So any YouTube video, I need feedback, or any YouTube channel, I need feedback. I need you guys to tell me what you guys want to see from my channel. What you guys can't stand that I did in this channel. Please, constructive criticism. Tell me, what can I do better? I've tried to make YouTube videos before, and they did not go well. Just leave it at that, and then I killed him. Beautiful. Finally got another kill. Very hard to come by, apparently, with this kind of matchmaking. Now, the other match, I had better matchmaking, and I'm wondering now if I should do a replay video of that, because it was a fairly good match, and it can show you what this tank is like when it's top tier, playing PvE. Oh, I'm not going in there. Do not want to start that cap. Because right now we are... Well, actually, has the cap been started yet? Because I'm not seeing a lot of tanks. If it wasn't, it is now. And it was, so we're okay. Let's get some damage in on this VFM. Use auto aim here. And not a complete kill, but I am going to get the ram kill, hopefully. Yeah! Yes! Alright, and I threw him off to the side. Get out of my face. He's dead. Is that the, okay, BMP2 unloaded ATG ammo doing, which is pretty hilarious. Yeah, the voice crack there. Welcome for everybody. Everybody welcome. Let's see if we can. Oh, nope. Got ninja'd. We got ninja'd.
Well done. We've retaken the refinery.
So, alright, there it is.
Day.
So, this has been the Chieftain. It's a niche tank. I mean, not really. It's a great tank for getting to the Challenger. And I hope to have the Challenger sometime in the future and do a video on that. I hope it'll be great. I think next video, which I'll probably do next week, I'm gonna go over the Leopard. Oh, the Leopard. The Leopard 185. The trash that is the Leopard 185. When you come from the OF40, at least in my opinion, the OF40 is actually a great tank at tier 4. The problem is that you get the same tank at tier. Alright, now this has been a great video, guys. And comment, subscribe, tell me what I did wrong, tell me what I did right. Help me out here, guys. Help me out. So, tell me what I needed better, and tell me what I did well. Alright, so, see you later. And don't forget, be an epic potato. Be a ludicrous potato.